Today, I'd like to talk about the power of stillness and finding strength in silence and presence. In a world obsessed with motion, noise, and endless striving, stillness is often mistaken for idleness. Yet, those who seek true wisdom know that stillness is not the absence of life, but it is the very ground from which life springs forth. It is the hidden source of clarity, renewal, and strength. The river, though restless on the surface, carries its true power in the still depths below. The tree, though buffeted by the wind, finds its endurance in the unmoving roots. Likewise, the human spirit finds its truest expression not in frantic activity, but in the silent space where being and becoming merge into one. Stillness is the language of the soul. It speaks not in hurried words or restless gestures, but in quiet awareness, in the deep breath that welcomes the present moment without judgment. In stillness, we return to the original nature, pure, whole, and unburdened. When we are still, we see clearly. The dust of the mind settles, and what once seemed chaotic becomes simple. Problems that loomed large in our hurried thinking dissolve under the soft gaze of quiet contemplation. Stillness is the mirror in which truth reflects itself without distortion. Yet many fear stillness, for in the silence there are no distractions to hide behind. We come face to face with our true selves, our longings, our fears, our illusions. But this encounter is not to be feared. It is to be embraced. In the sacred space of stillness, transformation begins. We shed the false layers we have clung to and stand in the light of authenticity. To cultivate stillness is not to escape the world, but to engage with it more deeply. It is a practice of running moment by moment to the heart of life. One does not need to retreat to mountaintops or cloisters to find it. Stillness can be found in the breath, in the pause between actions, in the quiet space of a busy day. Sit quietly, breathe, observe without grasping, listen without needing to respond. In this simple practice, the noise within begins to fade, and the vast boundless space of presence opens. Here, one touches the eternal, the great silence from which all wisdom flows. When we move from stillness, our actions carry greater power because they are rooted in clarity and purpose. A word spoken from stillness heals more than 1,000 words shouted in haste. A deep done from stillness resonates with truth and love. The greatest strength is not in doing more, but in being fully awake in each moment. The Zen masters remind us, sitting quietly, doing nothing, spring comes and the grass grows by itself. So too is stillness. The soul grows, dreams ripen, and life unfolds in its perfect rhythm. Embrace stillness not as a refuge from life, but as its deepest expression. In the silent space of the heart, we find the wellspring of all true action, creativity, and spring. To be still is to remember who we are beyond all doing. My closing reflection is that by embracing stillness, not as a refuge from life, but as its deepest expression, in the silence of the space of the heart, we find the wellspring of all true action, creativity, and peace. To be still is to remember who we are beyond all doing, to be fully, wondrously alive. Let stillness be your strength. Let it be your guide.